guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have my first ever pregnancy video here for you guys, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about the whole pregnancy story, how we found out we were having twins, how I told Ryan, how we told our families, how I found out that I was pregnant, and there's just so much to our story that you guys don't know yet, so I just thought that would be such a fun video to share with you guys today. So I actually spilled the news to you guys yesterday, so I'm filming this the following day, and that's like how excited I am. I honestly am just so happy that you guys know now, and I'm so grateful for all of the support, the comments, and it was just so overwhelming. I went through all of them yesterday with Ryan, and we were just so thankful and blessed that we have just such amazing support. So I just want to say thank you guys so much again. It honestly touched my heart, just how much you guys care and how long you guys have been following my channel for. It just means so much. So I just firstly wanted to say thank you guys again, forever grateful, and I'm just so happy that you guys are going to be a part of this journey with us. And I got super requested from you guys to see some pregnancy videos, and I had so many questions from you guys on my Instagram. Was it planned? How did you guys find out that you were having twins? And just so many questions. So I really just wanted to go over all of that with you guys today, so you guys knew everything and you guys knew our entire pregnancy story. So if you guys want to know our pregnancy story, then just keep on watching.
To life, might be left with my head, but you have your mother's eyes. I'll hold your body in my hands, be as gentle.
So I am gonna start out with was it planned? So I was getting that quite a bit yesterday. A lot of people were asking, was it planned? So you guys know we got married in November in Cabo, and then right in December, so I'd say about near Christmas time, is when it was kind of strange. So Ryan and I never really talked about it. We were never like, okay, let's try and have kids right now. Always knew that we wanted to have kids. We just didn't know when. We knew within like a year or two is when we wanted to. And it was just really strange. Like, we just ended up trying, and we were both on the same page, and we didn't really communicate, but we were on the same page. We ended up pretty much getting pregnant that first time we had tried. So it was in December, and honestly, it's been such a blessing. I can't even believe how quickly it happened. And I really didn't think it was gonna happen that quickly, but it did. And I didn't know that then, because I did take a pregnancy test earlier on and I wasn't pregnant. And then closer to mid-January, when I went on that Calgary trip, so that's actually when I was pregnant. And I had no idea that I was pregnant until the end of the trip. So about the last few days when I was there, I noticed that I was super exhausted, and I never really get that tired. I mean, if I have a coffee, I can edit for 5 hours, I can film videos for a few hours, I'm out and about, and I'm just all over the place, and like, I have energy mostly all the time. So I was really shocked that like I couldn't even go for dinner, and within a few hours I was tired and I couldn't walk, and I was like, this is weird. So that was the first thing I noticed. Second thing, this is a lot of information, but that's what happens with pregnancy. So my boobs were actually very sore and tender, and that never really happens either. So I was just kind of like, okay, this is interesting. And then I started feeling sick. So once I started feeling like stomach sick, I almost just thought, I'm like, okay, is this like a traveling thing? Like, did I get some sort of stomach flu? And I just wasn't clicking that I could be pregnant. I didn't know you have to wait so long to take the pregnancy test. So even if you are taking it like 1 or 2 weeks after, it sometimes will not show. So that's what happened to me. Yeah, towards the end of the trip on the last day, I was just so tired flying back. I went to bed right when I got back, and then I started noticing like I was still feeling the same, and I was like, oh, that's weird, it didn't go away. I still feel like crap. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a pregnancy test. And I think this was, yeah, the second or third day when I was going grocery shopping, I picked one up, and it's the one that had the 2 lines. So if you guys have seen that one, it's like you're supposed to get one pink line, and then the other one is supposed to be a very faint pink line. So when I saw the second line, it was like there, but like hardly there, which was really weird. So I was like, is it supposed to look like the other line? Like, why is it so faint? Am I pregnant? Am I not? I just didn't know what was going on. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go buy another one. So I bought a different kind, and what was it? It was the one that, so I bought the one that counted down the weeks. So it literally says like you're a week or 2 pregnant, 2 to 3 weeks pregnant. And then I also bought the one that said like yes or no. So when I took the yes or no, it said yes. So I was like, oh my God, okay, I think I'm pregnant. And then I ended up taking the third one just so I could know how many weeks I was, and it actually said 2 to 3 weeks pregnant. So I was like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. So that is how I found out that I was pregnant when I got back from my trip. And I don't know what was going through my mind. I honestly wish that I had a video, but I was very shocked. I was shocked that I was pregnant. I was happy. I was so excited to tell Ryan. It was just crazy. Like, I started thinking, I'm like, oh my God, how am I gonna tell him? Do I call him right now? I wanted to call him so badly at that very second. And I was like, no, I have to wait. Like, honestly, I want this to be more special. Let's be creative. Let me think of something. He doesn't get home till 4, and this was in the morning when I found out. So I called his mom actually, and she was the first person to know. So she did find out, and she was so excited. And she actually helped me pick out a way to tell him, and I thought it was so cute and so smart. And of course it included our puppy Maxie. So you guys know we have Maxie. He's our puppy, and he's not even a year yet actually. His birthday's in July. So he's just a small cute little fluffy thing, and I love him so much. But she was like, why don't you involve Maxie and you buy a toy for Maxie that's pink and a toy for Maxie that's blue, and Ryan will for sure know once you're throwing the toys to Maxie that, you know, you guys are pregnant. I'm like, okay, yeah, that could work. And I'm like, well, I have to find like toys that look identical to like baby colors. So like a light pink, a light blue. And I'm like, easy enough, I'm gonna go do it. So I literally went out and I found 2 toys that were perfect. I'm like, oh my God, these are like baby colors, and I'm actually gonna go get them because I want to show you guys. Okay, so these are the toys right here, and of course they're a little chewed up because Max has been playing with them. But these are the toys, and I thought they were like the perfect baby colors. I'm like, you would for sure know if I threw each of them to Max and he went and got them. So anyways, I got the toys, brought them home, and I also had my pregnancy test that I was planning on just like showing him somehow. I still didn't really know how I was gonna do that, just because I felt like, I was like, oh my God, there's only like a few more hours, and I was kind of like panicking. I'm like, okay, let's just do this dog toy thing because I'm sure he'll get it right off the bat. So I waited until he got home, and then he came in like normal. I tried to keep it really cool and be normal, which was kind of hard, but I did it. And I started playing with Maxie a little bit, and I threw Max the toy and then threw the other toy. I should have said first that Max is a very spoiled dog. Max has a lot of toys, and especially since this was just after Christmas, his toy box was full. He had like 40 toys out from gifts that he had gotten that we just had in this big basket. So he had a lot of toys out, and yeah, so I threw both the toys at Max. I'm like, Max, which one do you want? Go get them. And that's what I did. And then Max kind of went and played, and then he saw, and then Ryan's like, Steph, like Max has a million toys. You don't need to buy more toys. And I was just like, oh my God, he doesn't get it. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, but he likes these ones. These ones are new, and he likes the pink and blue. And I literally said that. I'm like, he likes the pink and blue. So, and I was like, shoot, after I'm like, he doesn't know. And then he was just going off like talking about just like normal things that we talk about. And I'm like, And then I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna, he went and I think put something away. And then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna put the test right by his phone so he knows, because I know that he's gonna go to his phone soon. So I did that. The test was like near his phone, and I was standing there, and then he was looking at me, and of course I just start bawling. I'm like, oh. And then I just remember Ryan being like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, what's wrong? And I'm like trying to say the words, like, look at your phone. And like, I can't even tell you what was coming out of my mouth. It definitely wasn't that, but I was just like so emotional. I'm like, oh yeah. And yeah, it was a mess. And then he went over to his phone and looked, and he's like, he was pretty shocked. He was like, oh my God. It was super emotional for me because it was such a build-up, because I hadn't known for so long, and I just wanted it to be so perfect. But you know what? It wasn't perfect, but when we honestly both found out, knew after, that was perfect. And I mean, everything that has led up to that was perfect. So I didn't really mind. I'm like, you know what, if you didn't get the first hints of my pregnancy, that is okay. But yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways that you guys can tell your husbands that you're pregnant. I've seen so many cute things on like Pinterest. So that's where I looked originally for ideas. But when I found out the dog idea, I'm like, oh, that's cute, because I want to do something with Maxie. But yeah, anyways, that was how I told Ryan, and it was a major fail. I told my mom, and she said that she knew already. So I actually flew to Vancouver just to tell my mom that I was pregnant. I got her a grandma necklace. So I had this like grandma stone engraved and it said grandma in writing. I don't know, like at first, like it took her a second and then she was like, like a huge gasp. And she was like, "You're pregnant?" And then she's like, "I knew it." And of course, they always say moms always know. And she said that exactly. She's like, "Moms always know." And she's like, "I knew you were pregnant." And at that time, she had told me, she's like, "Do you think it's a girl or a boy? Do you think it's twins?" And then I was like, "Twins?" I'm like, "Why would it be twins?" And then she's like, "Well, they run in the family." And just so calmly. And I'm like, okay, like who had twins in our family? And then I don't know why we never even talked about that before, because I honestly didn't grow up that much with her side of the family. So I mean, yeah, besides the immediate family, I didn't really know too much about the other parts of the family. And my mom's parents both died when I was young. So, I mean, I didn't know them that well. And then both of them actually had twin siblings. So my mom's dad's side and my mom's side. And then my dad's side as well had twins. So that's like a whole lot of twins in my family. And my mom was telling me that it always skips a generation. So that's why it skipped her, went on to me. I even was like going to have twins, like, or that you just never think it's gonna happen to you. And even if it runs in your family, I still, after she told me that, I still thought, no, it's gonna be a boy or a girl. It's just gonna be one baby. And I mean, I'm gonna get to that story very quickly here. Now on to how we found out it was twins. And it was actually when I got back from Vancouver, so I had my very first ultrasound. I think it was at 9 or 10 weeks. And that's when the babies are supposed to be, or sorry, baby, I'm so used to saying babies now. Baby is supposed to be visible. So when we went there, I went with Ryan, and at first I didn't know how it works. And she's like, "Oh, do you mind if your husband waits out here and you come in alone?" And I said, "Oh, okay." I just thought he could come in immediately, but I guess they want to check if the baby's there first and everything like that. So anyways, yeah, she looked and I guess had the probe on my stomach and she couldn't see anything. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird. And just because you don't feel anything, you just feel so like, is it real? Is it there? Is there a baby inside me? Like, I feel nothing, you know? You're just so, there's so much going through your mind when you go for your first ultrasound, because they kind of just leave you hanging for so many weeks. So it's really exciting when you first go. But also very nerve-wracking. And sorry if I have to take so many like deep breaths, pausing. It's just, that's just, I kind of have to do that now that I'm pregnant. She couldn't see that and she just told me to go pee. I had to drink more water. And then I was like, oh my God, is there something wrong? And then when she did it again, she could obviously, I guess, see the baby. So she had it over top. And then she was looking for about, I'd say it felt like 20-25 minutes. So for me, I just thought immediately she'd be able to like say something or, you know, "Oh, I see the baby's there," and said nothing, not a word. And at that moment, I honestly went so silent, you guys. I tried, I'm like, after 10 minutes, I'm like, "Steph, just say something." I was talking to myself in my head and I was just like, say something. Like, just tell her, ask her, "Is the baby there? Like, do you see something?" And nothing could come out because I was so nervous. And I was like, oh, like, I just feel so terrible right now. Like, I'm like, is it a miscarriage? Like, why can't you just tell me? I just want to know. Like, so I had the worst going through my head, you guys, like the worst. And she said nothing. Like, she just kept taking her pictures and going all over my stomach again and again and again. And she takes the probe off me and she's like, "Okay, do you mind if I go get your husband? What was his name?" And I'm like, "Ryan." And then she's like, "Do you mind if I go get Ryan? I'm gonna tell you guys the news together." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah." And I was just like, what is going on? Like, I was like, I could hardly speak. So I was just very shocked. And I'm like, oh my God, Ryan's going to come in here. She's going to tell us the worst news. And it's just going to be very heartbreaking. So he comes in and he's already kind of in shock because he told me after, he's like, "Steph, there were like 20 people that had come and gone and you were still in there." Like, I knew something was wrong. So I was like, yeah, I'm like, I was feeling the same inside. I couldn't even speak because I was just so nervous. So after we knew how we both felt, we were both feeling the same. So he came in and then she's like, "Okay, can you guys both see the screen?" And I'm like, I sort of can because I was lying down, but Ryan could directly see the screen. So I was like, yeah, sure, I can see it. And she's like, "Okay, so do you mind pointing at the baby?" And then Ryan's like, "Yeah, it's right there." So he points. And then she's like, "Well, what's that over there?" And then it just went so silent, and all I could remember seeing, because I couldn't see the screen, is Ryan's face. And he's like, twins? And I literally, I wish we had videotaped myself, because I was like, I had so much emotion going through me, guys. I started bawling my eyes out, and she's like, I think the lady even asked me, she's like, are you okay? Are those happy tears? And I'm like, yeah, they're happy tears. I was just bawling. Like, Ryan's like, you were hysterical. Like, you couldn't even speak. You were just like crying hysterically. And they were happy tears, you guys. I was just, and I mean, I'm so grateful. And it was the biggest joy of my life that like all of my emotions came out. Like, and I just got something that I never thought could ever be possible. And I mean, I've actually always wanted twins. I always had this weird thing where I just wanted twins, and I would think, you know, it would just be so special having two at once. And I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that I was lucky enough to have twins, and I just had so much emotion. So I'm sure anybody that finds out that they're having twins goes through the exact same thing. Ryan, it hit him right after we left. So he went, sat in my car. He was just like, oh my God. He's like, we need two of everything. We need to go get a new vehicle, like right now. And that's just the type of person he is. He's just very like realistic, and he's like, we need this, the twins need this, the twins need that. And I was like, slow down. But we both reacted in different ways, and it was just so, it was just such a crazy moment, you guys. I can't even explain it. I hope I'm explaining it well, but that is pretty much how it went down. And it was just so unexpected. It was so crazy. You know, you never think you're gonna have them, and then it ends up happening to you. So those were the stories that I wanted to tell you guys in this video. I thought I would save my first trimester symptoms in a different video. If you guys want to see a full video, and I'm talking like, I don't even know how I'm gonna talk about my first trimester. It was bad, but I had a lot of symptoms, and I mean, I guess I've been watching so many vlogs and so many videos of two YouTubers that I know that have twins. It's Judy's Time and Life, and then also Kendra Atkins. They both have twins, and I've been living through their videos, so it's just been so helpful. I watched their first trimester. Kendra does a lot of helpful tip videos when you're having twins, so it just really helped. Other girls have been through what I'm going through right now. Anyways, though, if you guys want to see a separate video on that, and I'm sure later down the road I'll do videos on baby names. I also, in two-ish weeks, you guys know that we actually go on our honeymoon next week, and I might be uploading it the same week. So we might be in Maui right now, but we actually find out the week or two after that we're back. So I cannot wait, you guys. I'm so excited. And I know some people thought that we were having a boy and girl just because of all of our photos from our announcement video and pictures, but you guys know I have everything pink, so I was already celebrating pink, and baby blue is obviously a boy, so I am celebrating both sexes until I find out which one that we're having. And Ryan wanted to do the same, and no matter what gender and sexes that we have, they're gonna be the most loved babies in the world. So anyways, I'm getting so out of breath right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing and hearing the stories of how we found out, how we told our families, and how we found out we were having twins. I love sharing all of this news with you guys, and you being a part of my journey means so much to me. And it was very exciting for me to know that you guys wanted to hear more about my story and everything that I'm going through right now. So it's like you guys are here with me, and I want to say thank you so much, and we are so excited, you guys. So I definitely will do a gender reveal video for you guys. I already know how we're gonna do it. I actually had some questions on how we planned on doing the gender reveal, like was I doing the cake, balloons, the boxes, like whatnot. So I already know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna leave it as a surprise so you guys will see, and you guys will be shocked. And I'm so excited, you guys. It's so soon, and it's just all coming so quickly. And pregnancy, now that I'm in my second trimester, I feel wonderful. I feel great again, and I feel like me, and I have energy. I'm happy about that. So I got through the first, which I'm super happy about. But anyways, that is where I'm gonna leave this video. We're actually gonna go out for a little date night tonight and have a nice dinner. That's why I'm wearing this little romper, and it's nice because it kind of covers, like, it's not too tight on my stomach. I don't know why. I've just been wearing things that are so tight around my stomach, and I don't feel good. So I just want to wear looser clothes. I'm at that stage now because I'm starting to form a bump. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and of course, I hope you guys are excited for the next pregnancy video. I will have my beauty videos and my regular vlogs coming for you guys as well. And if you guys are not following me on any of my other social media channels, make sure to go onto my Instagram, my Snapchat, and my Twitter as well, and my Facebook if you guys want to see what's going on. And of course, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!